Hi, dear students. Today we are going to discuss the essay titled Bores by E.V. Lucas. In this essay, Lucas makes some witty observations about one of the universal human traits, that is, imposing too much of ourselves on others. To put it simply, he speaks about bores. And who's a bore? A bore is a person who arouses boredom. In the first few paragraphs, Lucas tries to define a bore. He says a true bore is one who is always unconscious of his boorishness. A true bore will never realize that he is a bore. Instead, he thinks of himself as the most companionable of men. He assumes that people enjoy his company, which may not always be true. Lucas also observes that everyone is a bore at some time or the other in his life because we all have some fixed ideas to impart. Others may not always appreciate it when we try to impart these ideas to them. Hence, such fixed ideas of the few are boredom of many. Bores are generally self-centered. Egotism is a bore's foundation stone. Even the least self-centered of men may have some special personal experience which they may try to inflict on others. For a bore, he is more important than anyone else. He believes that people are interested in him, they are interested to listen to him, and they want to know more about him. He thinks that all those affairs in which he is the central figure are of interest to others. This is how a bore thinks. And when he speaks about himself, his house, his garden, his wife, his car, his travels, his achievements, and even his diseases. Now the question is, how do bores flourish? We don't like bores, but still there are so many bores around us. How do bores successfully exist as bores? And here is the reason. Bores come out successful in life because they find a number of ready listeners. And how do they get audience? We know they are bores, still we listen to them. Why? People listen to them out of courtesy. We do not want to hurt them, so we listen. No one is courageous enough to tell the bores that their company is tedious and boring. We are kind enough to listen to them. So, it is because of the ineradicable kindness of human nature that bores always get a ready audience. A bore is generally a frank and simple minded person whom no one wants to offend. We cannot openly tell them that they are bores. They will get offended if we ask them to go away. So we often try to avoid meeting them. Lucas here speaks about a man who had kept a page boy whose duty was to rescue the man whenever he was attacked by a certain bore in the club. On such occasions, the page boy would rescue him by saying that he is wanted on the telephone. Some bores are so hateful that they would not leave you alone. Such a bore hovers close around you to join conversation. Of all the bores, the most repellent specimen is the buttonholing bore. Buttonholing bore, says Lucas, is the man who spreads bird lime all over you. Bird lime is actually a sticky substance that is smeared on twigs to snare small birds. And this bird lime acts like a glue or gum. So a buttonholing bore is the one who comes close up. He will not maintain a reasonable distance from you. And when they lean on you, you are done. There are some bores who do not stop even though you tell them that you have heard a particular story. They pretend to have a sense of humor, but they only tire out and bore others. Lucas speaks about an eccentric peer who had developed the habit of thinking loud. Usually, we try to hide our thoughts and speak only those things which please the society. But this man, he thinks loud, which means he mutters whatever comes to his mind. This habit of thinking loud has saved him from some bores. One day, one of his acquaintances in St. James, who was a bore, wanted to dine with him, and this man's habit of thinking loud saved him from that bore. Do you know how? This is how he thought. This is how he thought aloud. What a nuisance meeting this fellow. I have always disliked him, but now that we have met, I suppose I must ask him to dinner. See, this is how he thought loud. After which he invited the acquaintance for dinner. Obviously, he would have or he wouldn't have said yes for the dinner. Lucas suggests to cultivate this habit of thinking truthfully aloud because there is no remedy against bores other than this, or you will have to go for total evasion. Bores are often thick skinned. They cannot be shaken off just by gestures or indirect hints. The only way to get rid of a bore is to tell him frankly that he is a nuisance. Certain humorous weeklies publish bore topics. These topics serve as inspiration to the bores because the bores often repeat the punch lines of these magazines. Punch is the name of a humor magazine in which Lucas worked as a journalist, and the word also means the power to be interesting and have a strong effect on people. So unless these weekly papers stop publication, bores are bound to flourish.